Well, good morning to you, good morning. It is Friday the 7th of December, and for those of you that like these sorts of things, well actually for those of you that don't like these sorts of things, it is the Memorial Day of St Ambrose, one-time Bishop of Milan, Doctor of the Church. We'll think about him through the course of the day. Now, yesterday, of course, I pretty much had a day off. You know, I didn't do a lot, so I need to be out and getting done and doing stuff. Listen, can you hear the cockerel? Typically shut up now, isn't he? Well, if the cockerel's up, I'm up, and yeah, let's get some stuff done. Well, it's still a little bit dark to do the things that I want to do, so I thought I'd just briefly show you these. It's a brick, and you might say, yep, it's a brick, it's a very nice brick. It's a brick that I found as I was doing some work, as is this brick here. Now, yesterday there was a discussion about exactly where someone's grandfather's farm used to be, and there was this discussion, up the road past the old Tuileries, the old brickworks. And I said, I've got some old bricks, I said, made locally. Now, I don't know, is that camera picking that up? Yes, this brick was made in a brickworks in Isère-sur-Creuse. That's what it says down there. Fantastic. This brick, now forgive me, my pronunciation is never too clever, was made at Verneuil in Indre, which is just down the road from here. Now, I thought I would very quickly go on the internet and I would read all about the old brickworks, and I would find old photographs that I could mix in with the with this video. And on the internet I can find nothing. Now, I don't mind if you prove me wrong and if you all find things about the old brickworks in this part of the world. I don't mind that at all. I, this morning, couldn't find it. And you know how it is with Wikipedia. You type in something obscure and it throws pictures and stories and histories and all sorts. Couldn't find a thing. These bricks actually tell more about the history of this part of the world than Wikipedia does. There were brickworks because this area is on clay, the absolutely ideal clay for making bricks. So there we are. I have got some bizarre ideas about mounting these in picture frames. They're far too interesting to throw away. Never know, I might become a serious brick collector. Oh, picking up where I left off last night. Yeah, pencils and squares and things. Yeah, this will be very pretty. Oh, that's the carpentry done-ish. I've just got a route around those braces, make it a little bit prettier. Then we'll see what it looks like in the door hole. I think routing around corner on all of these is a good thing, I think. You know, I go back into my dim distant youth, and Dad used to plane corners dead square, and you could cut yourself on the corner of a bit of wood, or you knock yourself. I just think a round finish, I think it takes paint better. I just, you know, it's something I think is the right thing to do. It took me another 7 minutes, you know, knock that out with the router. Yeah, okay, makes a lot of mess, but I just think it's something worth doing. Well, it looks like it knows how to rain here. I'm on the road from Martizade to Mézières, the back road. And yeah, this is why I'm not working in the garden today. Well, it's up. I can't say it's finished, but it's up. Yeah, I'm pleased, but I don't know, it could have been better. And it's going to stay like that for some considerable time because I've got plenty else to be doing. But yeah, it fills a hole. What will be behind there in the fullness of time will be the little boy cave, the model railway room. That's what that door is going to lead to. And it's not, of course, a full-size door. And one of my friends has pointed out that it's a long way off the floor. Well, it is at the moment. Yeah. Oh, there's all sorts of bizarre plans and thoughts. I was going to do, I think I am, I'm going to do about half an hour more because these jobs don't do themselves. I don't know if you can see this. See this here, this brown stuff? That's simply clay, mud. As this wall was put together, I don't think it's got anything else in it. I think it is simply mud. And you know, obviously there's these worrying sort of deep holes. Well, they're worrying unless you begin to understand them. This wall ain't going anywhere. Not in a hurry anyway, not in my lifetime. But yeah, I'm going to get that pointed in. I think that's a plan, yeah. Well, it was only a little bit, but it's a little bit I haven't got to do tomorrow. And that very much is my thinking with this. Every little bit that I can get done is a bit that I haven't got to do, if that makes any sort of sense. I patched a little bit more in there, which, yeah, that was good. During the day I patched a little bit in there with some lighter mortar. This wall is going to stay much as it is until I've got all of the plaster off the whole room. There's, you know, what were they thinking? Those funny little patches just there, they'd actually papered it with newspaper. Sadly, I couldn't get enough off to read it. But yeah, what were they thinking? And there's sort of patches of thick plaster of Paris and yeah, skim coats of ordinary sort of plaster. It's a right mishmash. So all of this has got to come off, but when it comes off and reveals stonework like that, I think it's sensible to get it pointed in and, you know, stabilise the wall. I think. Yeah, but there we are. That was the good job of the day. I'm going to gloat about that all tomorrow. Actually cuts the draft down in here, even though we're still open up there. That's actually made quite a big difference. Yeah. Okay. work, doesn't it? Right, okay, hands up who likes Christmas. And we're going to put a plug in for the sponsor here. Christmas is Christ Mass. Okay, folks? Jesus is the reason for the season. And I think if you keep that in mind, I think some of the worst excesses that we come to see with the way people celebrate the holiday can be avoided. Now, one of the things I need to do, need is the wrong word, want to do, I've got a few folk that I want to buy presents for Christmas. None of you lot. Well, you know, so whatever. Now, Azay-le-Ferron is famous for a chateau. I'm hoping it's going to be famous for being full of tourists coming to visit. But what it isn't famous for is decent shops. We've got a bread shop, we've got a flower shop, we've got a chemist. The chemist does a roaring business because I'm about the youngest man in the town. Yeah, I don't know why they're upset that they're closing the maternity unit. I do know why. It's a wonderful maternity unit down in the hospital 25-30 minutes away, and there's a plan to close it, but everyone's protesting. Yeah. So if I want to do some Christmas shopping, which I do, and some of you will say, why hadn't I already done it? Because, you know, well, I hadn't, all right, I've been busy. But what it means for you lot is tomorrow I'm going to go to a town where there are shops, and lots of them. Haven't made my mind up yet which one, but that's something to look out for. Right, I think I've done enough for today. I've got my last cup of tea made. I don't think I would achieve anything more if you get to a point where you need to stop, otherwise you start making silly mistakes. So I'm knocking it on the head for the day, going to drink my tea. I will play the guitar to myself, don't worry, and then it will be time for bed. A good day. Yeah, a good day. Weather was a bit all over the place, but you know, such is life, eh?